God of War, Ragnarok. Yes, that was the name all along, was the big finale of the PlayStation September showcase, giving us a meaty trailer packed with friends, foes, Daddy Kratos, and an Atreus that has been through a serious growth spurt. The trailer gave us plenty of new details about the game, including new characters and plenty or potential plot points to mull over. For all that information, the release date, and everything else we know, keep reading. A God of War Ragnarok release date. Sony Santa Monica and PlayStation Studios recently announced that God of War Ragnarok has been delayed to 2022. As mentioned earlier, this wasn't a huge surprise. The fact that we haven't seen any gameplay, cinematics, story details, or even a proper trailer halfway into 2021 meant a delay was inevitable. God of War Ragnarok story. The new God of War Ragnarok trailer gave us a good idea of what to expect from the story. Years have passed since the end of 2018's God of War, evidenced by an older, more confident Atreus whose giant genes are starting to show. Together father and son must face the impending Ragnarok, the legendary Norse version of an apocalypse, facing the enemies they made in God of War like Freya, new ones like Thor, and all as Kratos wrestles with his son's rebellious streak and his knowledge of who Atreus really is. The story will take place across the 9 realms. You only saw 6 in God of War, adding Vanaheim, Svartalfheim, and Asgard to the mix. The trailer also introduces some intriguing new characters like Angrboda, who developer Sony Santa Monica has said is one of the last remaining giants. That big guy at the end? That's Tyr, son of Odin, half-brother of Thor and Balder, but imprisoned by his own father and so likely to want to settle the score with Daddy. If you've finished God of War but need a reminder of the ending to get up to speed, keep reading. Seriously, spoilers. At the end of 2018's God of War, Kratos and Atreus discover that Faye, aka Mrs. Kratos, was actually a giant called Laufey, making Atreus half god and half giant, and with another name, Loki. Yes, that Loki. The one from Norse mythology who is often portrayed as a trickster, sometimes with shape-shifting abilities. God of War played pretty fast and loose with Norse mythology but could offer some hints as to what's to come. Once that big revelation is out of the way, we're told Fimbulwinter is coming. If you skipped your Norse mythology class, shame on you, then know that this is a 3-year great winter that precedes Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse. Post-credits, there's a second ending when you return home and, there, Thor appears several years later. It's a brief tease, ending after Kratos asks him what he wants. It could be that Thor wants revenge for that whole Kratos killing his son's thing, or he might want his help stopping Ragnarok.